Howdy guys, it's Vic and you are watching my channel. Welcome back and happy Friday. Alrighty, so today I have a fun kind of I guess story time for you if I may. I don't know if it really counts as story time or as an about me. A little bit of both, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Anyways, I'm going to tell you why I wanted to become a YouTuber. And I say this kind of hesitantly because I still don't know if I consider myself an actual YouTuber or not. I tried this once before. This is, maybe back in like 2010, 2011 or so, back when things were shifting from the cat, I'm a kitty cat song, and banana phone, and a peanut butter jelly time, and it was YouTube was shifting from videos like that to actual vlogs and people using YouTube as a platform to connect and talk to other people. And it was a really new and exciting thing, and I wasn't originally sure how I actually felt about it, and then a friend of mine introduced me to a few old school YouTubers that some are still around, some aren't, and some are around but doing different things, and I started delving into my own interests and things like that, and I just became really intrigued and fascinated with how someone could record themselves, post it online, and people would just watch them. And sometimes it was entertaining things like, hey, watch me blow up this shack filled with 1,000 little tiny TNT firework things, or hey, I'm gonna swing a bat at this balloon filled with gack and see what happens, crazy stuff like that. But then other times it'd be like actual serious stuff, talking about life issues and stuff like that, and people showing different ways of life and family and fun, and then people using it as like a as a much smaller scale means of actual film media, because obviously you have movies, you have TV, and then now all of a sudden there was YouTube where you can make micro shorts and mini series and things like that, and it was just this cool concept that had never been done before, never been seen before, and after much deliberation and consideration and buying a smartphone, I decided, hey, why not? I'll jump in and join this bandwagon. I started out originally, get my phone list. I started out watching, old school vloggers like Jenna Marbles and Davey Wavy, Tyler Oakley, the old greats, most of which I'm pretty sure are still around. I think Davey and Tyler are kind of doing different things. They, one with the Trevor Project stuff, and then on to other philanthropist stuff. And I think Davey's doing like fitness stuff now. I'd have to look into it, but he's doing his thing. He's living his life, living his best life. He's always been living his best life. That guy has a body to be worshipped. Anyways, not to make this awkward, but I started out with that and thinking, wow, someone can like make a video like of their dogs doing like cute things and being cute with their dogs, and like that's what they do. That's cool. I can do that. I can do videos with my cats and stuff, and I don't know if I ever actually ended up putting any animals into videos, but I could. That could be something I could do, and I probably will do, because I have a cat that likes to eat a lot of stuff. She is one hungry kitty all the time. She was really fat, and now she's finally losing some weight because I've been kind of limiting her on what all she can eat, because she needs to be on a diet, that cat. But I do want to... have you guys ever been in Walmart and seen the really bougie food, that like the stuff that's in like the a little fridge? I've always wanted to like buy that food for my cat and like feed it to her and like just see what she thinks. She'd probably love it and just devour it, but it'd just be hilarious to buy my cat all of the bougie food in Walmart. Started out with that. I'd watch stuff like the Try Guys, back in their infancy, things like that. I watched a lot of Collabs, the one a day, folks, where you'd have 5 different people, and each person, had their own day. Those were the good old days. Stuff like that. I remember back when Smosh first started, so stuff like that. That's around the time when I, decided to jump in and do things. You had like the Emma Shaytards family, doing all of their crazy shenanigans, and I was like, I can do this stuff. I can get on there. I can make YouTube videos, and I did. I made a few. I think I made probably about 8 videos. I also recorded some things from my community and whatnot. I'm a band kid, so I went to a few concerts, and I recorded some artists and whatnot. Posted that. I did a video on stuttering, which is probably my most popular video, and probably one I'm going to retouch on again, because in my older years, I've definitely noticed some changes from when I originally made the video, as well as I gained a much better understanding of how different things affect my stuttering, whether it be mental pressure, sleep, or lack thereof, emotions, things like that, and just in general, in a particular tics that I'm starting to notice now that I'm older, that I actually do have, that I didn't think that I had before, but I do actually have. I had a really awkward moment just the other day at work where, like, God, the lady probably thought I had Tourette's or something. I was stuck so hard trying to get one word out. It was so bad. I'm pretty sure I cussed in front of her, which I never do in front of customers, and I felt awful. But I figured, well, with how hard of a time I'm having, trying to get this word out, hopefully she understands if I accidentally slip in the F-bomb there, because I'm trying to say, this one darn word to get her out of my drive-thru, because she was giving me a complaint. But anyways, I digress. So I hopped on the bandwagon. I did some things. I did some hot topic videos. I did some fitness videos. And by fitness, I mean like 2 or 3, not even that, maybe 1 or 2 juicing videos and whatnot. And then I just made a couple of silly videos, I think I had like a breakup one time, and I did a video on that, which I kind of, that's probably my most cringy one for sure. And then I just kind of fell off the bandwagon. I stopped making videos, didn't have time for them. I had went from starting filming when I was in Springfield, and I moved back down to Florida for a few years, carried on there, and then when I moved back up to the Midwest to move in with Tabby, I just kind of stopped filming. I got really busy with work, and just, didn't really feel the need or the want or the desire to. Every once in a while I think about it, but I just never did. And now here I am, doing it again, and I don't want to say I owe it all to one person, but I kind of do, and it's going to sound really weird, especially with what's currently going on and whatnot in the YouTube atmosphere, stratosphere, in the YouTube world. This is not, to try and, ride on the coattails of anyone or anything, because honestly, I hadn't even heard of his name until probably, back at the beginning of this year, which I know is crazy when I tell you who it is, but it's just, I just never heard of him. I'd heard of everyone else, but not him. But I was sitting on the couch one day, just chilling with Tabby. Finally had some days off. It might have actually even have been during my small staycation of an anniversary, and we were watching YouTube because she'd gotten all big into it for some random reason. Probably Jeffree Star, if I had to guess. She's all about Jeffree Star, which, I mean, he's a cool dude. I know nothing about makeup at all whatsoever. But I've learned a lot because of him, so that's cool. And a couple of the others, Tati and Lauren, Paige Lauren. Yeah, Paige Lauren. Not Lauren, Paige Lauren. God, why am I so awkward? Anyways, so Shane Dawson. I had originally, I think the first video of his that I saw was when he was trying to set up his mom on a date with a Jesus impersonator, essentially. But yeah, we're just kind of binge watching, those videos, and I just kept thinking, like, what am I watching right now? Why are we watching this guy? Like, is this like the new guy that everyone's all big and hype on? New guy, because I didn't know. that he'd been around forever, like 11 years. Oh man, right? And so I was like, okay, whatever. So, several months go by, me and Tabby are now binge watching YouTube, because we're old and have nothing else to do. And it's better than just watching each other play video games. And she, happened to be she had his more recent videos on autoplay just going, right? And so we're sitting there watching stuff, and I end up seeing him with Rylan and seeing Morgan and everyone, and seeing them do all their things and living their life and whatnot, and his animals are adorable. Oh man, I would love to have a cat like Cheeto. Not that I don't love my sassafras. She's she's a big fat baby. But God, that cat is... I love Shane Dawson's cat. I love his dogs too. Honey's adorable, and Uno is like what every dog should strive to be. But anyways, so I'm just watching their life and watching them do things and seeing what all they're doing, and then it's dawning on me because we've watched other people and whatnot as well. I think we watched a couple of Mac Does It videos and a few other people, and I'm thinking about this as I'm sitting there, and I'm like, these people get paid to do this. I mean, obviously there's merch and stuff, but I'm pretty sure the majority of their actual money is coming from stuff that they're doing with YouTube and sponsors and all that stuff. Can you imagine, paying your bills with YouTube? That's crazy. And at first I was like, yeah, but that's that's just like a 1 in a million thing, it's just those few people that, are the ones that are actually doing it and stuff. And then, the whole, documentary with the Tanacon stuff comes on and all that, and we watched through that, and then we watched a couple other of his videos, and then she goes on and watches a couple of other things. She goes through a couple of the other, beauty gurus and stuff, because she's all big into that. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, these people are they're paying for all this stuff. They're getting free PR and whatnot, and they're doing all these different things. They're going on these trips and, doing all these things with YouTube. And obviously, there are some exceptions. Again, Jeffree Star, obviously, he has his several other businesses that make him a multi-millionaire. But a lot of them, started out with just making money from YouTube, and now are currently making money from YouTube. And again, there's sponsorships and all that stuff, and the PR and all that, but their actual money going into their bank account, is not from a day job like all the rest of us. Their day job is YouTube. And I thought, wow. And the moment that really hit me, I'm guessing it was for Christmas or something. I don't know exactly, but I know it was Shane and Rylan sitting in their car, and they were leaving to go back home from visiting Rylan's family in Colorado, I think it is. And they were just driving along the road. It was a really cool, kind of panned out scene or whatever, and all that. And I'm just sitting there thinking, man, it would be great to have the freedom, financially and whatnot, to not have to go and clock into a job, and just be able to drive around with your, significant other, in my case, Tabby, and just, drive and go and visit my dad, in Florida for a week, and chill with him, and record fun stuff and whatnot with him, and then just drive back home and come home and relax with, my pets, and edit some videos of stuff that I just did from that trip and upload it, and not have to worry about getting up early to drive into a job and clock in and whatnot, and making sure that I've got my vacation time stored up, and that I've got all my shifts covered and whatever else, but that my life would literally be going and recording something and getting paid for it. And then we started actually looking into this stuff, Tabby more so than me at first, but the more that she looked into it, the more I started to realize we could actually do this. We could become YouTubers. And obviously it's not overnight, Tabby's got something like 29, 30 videos up already, and she's got a pretty decent, amount of subscribers just in the first month. She's got double the amount of subscribers in 1 month that I got on my old channel in 2 years. So she's doing pretty good. But we still have a while to go. There's a lot of different things that go into the analytics and like how they track stuff, and when you get monetized, based off of what all you've built up to, view times, all that jazz and whatnot. But like it inspired me, watching Shane and Rylan in their car driving home from Colorado inspired me, and I sat there and I'm like, I want that. I want to be able to travel when I want to, and show people that, and get paid for it. Like I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I mean, that and write books, obviously. I want to write books and do YouTube stuff. And my books will, be my written legacy that, my kids can live off of the royalties, and that can pay for their college, and YouTube will pay for the bills, and maybe one day buy me a house, and, whatever else. And I can finally, have a place where I can live and have, 3-4 cats and 5-6 dogs, and not have to worry about a landlord, kicking me out because I have so many animals, and have the space for said animals instead of a small, 3-bedroom apartment. I could have a 8-bedroom house with a huge yard and a pool and a walk-through garden, because that's what I want. And I always thought I'd have to wait until I made my first, couple of millions with a book that hopefully took off well, but I realized I could potentially have that sooner. Obviously, I'm not going to be in like a multi-million-dollar mansion or anything next year with YouTube. If I am, thank you guys, awesome, but I'm not expecting it. But I could potentially be able to quit my day job and just film and talk to you guys and like do fun things with you guys, and take you on my crazy adventures, have you encourage me and keep me accountable to losing this weight that I really need to lose, because I've actually gained some weight since the last time I weighed myself. Tabby's doing it, I need to do it. We're gonna do this together, and hopefully I get to take you guys with me while I do it. But yeah, so that's how I got into it. That's why I started this again. It's why I'm trying my darndest to stay on top of this and keep bringing content to you guys, is because I like to think that one day I can be up there, with the big folks like Jenna Marbles and Tyler Oakley and, Shane Dawson, and maybe Jeffree Star if Tabby gets into makeup and then makes millions of dollars too, like him. Who knows? I don't know. This girl, she's so darn creative. It's mind-boggling, and I believe if she puts her mind to it, she can do damn well anything. She's probably gonna blush when she sees this, but she's awesome and amazing and can accomplish anything because she is that tenacious, and that's why I love her. Love you, kid. But yeah, so go ahead and give this video a like if you are related to any of that. If you too are looking for that push to get you into this, if you're here watching little old me thinking, oh well, hey, she's doing it, and she's only posting 2 videos a week and whatnot, and she's doing it, maybe I can do it too. You can. Go ahead and do it. Well, leave me a comment down below if you have any ideas for other things that you want me to do. I do have a list of stuff that I want to get through, but if you have something that you specifically want to see or hear from me, that you want to know about me, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I will try and answer that in another video. If you are enjoying any of what you're seeing on my channel, go ahead and give me a good old subscribe so that you can keep getting more content and see whenever I update. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. You guys stay classy.